Hello everyone, welcome back to the course of Core Java, and today in our lesson number 13 we are going to learn about constructors. Also, as a bonus, we will also see what is this keyword. To start with our first topic, that is constructor. So basically constructor, you can say it is a block of code which will be called whenever a class is initialized, right? Means whenever when a object is created from a class, at that time the constructor, that means the block of code, is called. So to know it in the practical sense, I already made a sample class with the name of box, which you have already seen as a example of classes in the last lecture, right? Last lesson. So similar to that, I already created a class box which will have three variable: height, length, in width, and also a method volume. So you already know how a object is initialized, right? So you call the class, you name some variable name, give some variable name to the object, and simply call box, right? So you have seen that we are calling the class name with a parenthesis, right? So this looks similar to a method, so we can correlate to this, right? But the difference is that a constructor is a block of code which will not have any return type. Like this method is there, right? The method is having a return type as double, or it can even have void. That means it won't return any value, but at least it is having a return type that is void. But in case of constructor, as I said, it is a block of code that will not have a return type. And another thing, the constructor will have the same name as your class. It will have the same name as your class. So what happens when we call the class like this? So when we call the class with the new keyword, at that time this uh, object is created, this box object is created, and a memory is allocated to this object, right? Also at that time every time you initialize the object, the constructor is called by default. So this is the default constructor, you can say. The default constructor by default does nothing. Okay, the point of writing this and not writing this is same, because it's not doing anything, right? So this is your default constructor, right? But you can also make your default constructor do something. For example, assign some values to your variables, right? Okay, right, you can assign some values to your variables. So now I can simply uh, get the output like this, correct? Box dot volume, right? Now if I run this, see, I did not assign any values like the in our previous lesson. Simply what I did is, in our default constructor I am assigning some values, right? So now when I call this, what will happen? It will simply display the output of the whatever volume method code we have written, right? So basically, I will repeat this again. Basically, constructor is a block of code which will run every time you initialize a object. It will not have a return type, and the name of the constructor will be same as the name of your class. So this is your default constructor, right? This is your default constructor. So already we covered what is default constructor, but Java gives you more flexibility. That means even the constructor can be parameterized like the your method. That means you can pass any argument in your constructor. The thing is, it will not have a return type like method, but it can take arguments. So let's see one example that you don't want to, I mean, hard code these values, right? You don't want to hard code this value. So what we'll do, we'll just put double H, double L, then double what do you say, W. Okay, another thing, we need to make this double as well, right? Right. So now we can assign some values from here itself. So our parameterized constructor is ready for use, right? Now here, as you can see, an error is being thrown because now our constructor is taking some argument, right? So that's why some error is being thrown. So simply we can write some values, right? We'll pass some argument here. Then when I run this, it will give us the same output, right? Because it's assigning the values that we are providing from the as an argument, right? Then we are getting the volume. So in this way we can uh, pass some argument in our constructor. Coming to our next subtopic, that is this keyword, right? So this keyword helps you in calling the same object with which it is invoked with. That means it can sound a little confusing, but what I mean is, whenever the box object is called, right, like any method or any constructor is called by this box object, then this keyword will refer to this box object only. For example, here if I write this, right, this and this, what this means is that the box object is calling the constructor, right? And this dot height, that means the object which is calling this constructor, of that object's height variable, of that object's length variable, of that object's width variable will be called. This is made sure by this keyword. Now it may look like it's redundant, right? Why would we even use this keyword? Because already it was working fine without the use of this keyword. But naming it H, naming it L, and naming it W is not that standard, right? It's not standard. So what we can do, we can name it height, we can name it length, and we can name it width. Now if I write those names here also, see, it will work fine. But see one thing, if I remove this keyword, it will throw some warning. And the reason for it is that Java does not allow you to have the same name. What this means is, this global variable for this box class, these global variables are having some name, right? And the variable which you are passing inside this box, that means the local variable for this block of code, is also having the same name. That means there will be some ambiguity for Java. So to avoid that, we can use this keyword, and using this keyword we can use the same name for the variable. What this means is, this dot height, this will refer to the global variable for this box object, box class, and then it will take the name of the local variable, that is height, and it will assign value, and it will not throw any error. So this is one example of this keyword. So when I run this, I'm getting the same output, right? I can change this value, let's say 40. So if I run this, see, the output is changed. That means our code is working fine, right? So hope you understood what is constructors and what is the use of this keyword. If you have any doubt, then feel free to comment down below and we will surely try to clear your doubts. Don't forget to like and share with your friends, whoever is interested in learning Java. Thank you for attending this class. Wait for the next class.